Hey everyone, welcome to our 2 o'clock live chat. We do come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4, and then Fridays at 8 and 10. But starting Monday, we are changing up the hours. We're still here for you those 5 times, but it'll be on the odd hours. So we start at 9 a.m. So hopefully you'll follow us and go along with us for the 9 o'clock. Hello, Candy. How are you? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We always go over the basics. So we always touch on the starter kit and the how to use it. You'll see us go through all of that each and every time. And then we always like to show other products because, of course, along with Airbrush, which we're known for, we have color cosmetics. We have skincare. We have everything you can imagine. We have everything for you. So in our starter kits, you might have ordered one. You might be waiting to order it. You might be waiting for it to get there. This is our Icon. We also have the Icon Pro, which is double speed or dual speed. And then we do have the Legend as well. And they're all operated basically the same. So the instructions that I'm telling you for one will work on all of them. And then it does come with the makeup, which is so great because we give you 2 bottles of foundation that are similar in color, and you can color match 365 days a year, which I don't know another company out there that can do that or that does that for you. And then we also have the bottle of Love and the bottle of Blush. Now you notice that the bottles of the foundation are larger, and that's how you can practice. We want you to get it out and practice, open it up. And then as you're practicing, I'm going to set this one up there. We want you to do the following things. So get it out, practice, turn it on. All you have to do is plug it in because it does come put together. Hold on, I'll use this one. There we go. And when you turn it on, there's air that comes out. And so when you're and feeling that air, then you know that that is where the makeup is going, which is, I'm going to move this down just a little, okay. Which is a great way to take that guesswork out of airbrushing, because if I feel the air here, I know that's where the makeup's going to go. And so it really does help with that. And then make sure you're holding it at least 4 finger widths away and that you are barely pulling back on the trigger. That is super, super importante. All right, so I am going to put on some porcelain. My skin is feeling depleted, so I need that extra oomph. And so the porcelain is going to help nourish the skin, so I can concentrate that on my crow's feet, underneath my eyes, to make sure that I am putting that extra moisture back in. Because it is colorless, I have a little bit of wiggle room. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Good to see you. So I'm just kind of moving this around, going over these steps. I'm keeping it 4 finger widths away. I keep moving. I'm barely pulling back on the trigger. And just really getting all that moisturizer, that porcelain, where I need it, or everywhere, but focusing on those areas that I really need it. Oh, it feels so good. You know, when you take your makeup on and off, you know, you put it on and off several times a day, a little added moisturizer helps. So focus on those crow's feet, under the eyes, on the forehead, and just everywhere I need it. All right. Hello, Amber. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. So now, I was trying to think of what we're going to stick to the basics right now. At the 4 o'clock, we're going to go over how to put on lashes and how to do eyeshadow, traditional eyeshadow. We did airbrush eyeshadow last or yesterday. And so we are going to do regular traditional eyeshadow at the 4. Oh, on the opposite of my T-zone when it feels tight. I think that's great. That's great. And that's good that you're listening to your face and understanding where you need it. You know, and that's, again, the great thing about Luminous is that you don't have to put it everywhere. It blends. It, you know, the stylus is going to blend everything for you. It's going to, you know, you're not going to have those demarcation lines or those spots where you can tell where, oh, she has makeup on. You're not going to have that with Luminous. So, all right. So now I'm going to turn on my system. I just put Love in, a couple of drops of the Love. And I'm going to add this everywhere. So for this case, I'm going to add it all over. But really, I'm adding it all over, but I'm focusing on those areas that I do want to stand out. So the Love is a hydrating illuminator. So it's going to give you that luminosity back into your skin that we all crave. But it's not really a shine. It's just more of a luminosity. So it'll give you that healthy look. All right. So, sorry, guys. Now I am going to use glow, a little bit of glow, to highlight underneath my eyes. This is a great one to do this. It's a great one to mix in with your blush, mix in with your foundation if you need to lighten it. I can add glow right here on my brow bone to highlight my brow bone. Again, going to blend for me. Now I'm doing it under my eyes. As soon as I feel the product, I start my movement first, and then as soon as I feel the product, I start moving down. So you will have overlap, but you won't be in the same spot twice. So I can highlight around my chin, down my nose. But I can have this glow work with the Love that I also have on. Okay? Spray a little bit on my lids just to make them not so dark. And make another pass underneath my eyes. And there we go. All right. Now I'm taking my shade 3, or actually shade 5, mixing a few drops in. I still had some glow left, so I just mixed it right on in, and that will lighten it because normally I'm a 3. And now I can make my passes. So I go in and make my pass, have where I did put the glow, I can have the foundation overlap. Do y'all ever have that day where like, I feel like there's a hair in my eye and I just cannot get it out? That's what so if I keep blinking a lot, that's why. All right. Making the pass over here. And I can just do some light coverage. Again, you can make that call each and every morning. If you don't want to have full coverage, or you don't want, you stop at those passes, whatever coverage you want. That's why I say do it one time and stop and look and see, okay, where do I need more coverage? Do I want another pass? Because you can stop at any point. You make glow look, like magic. It is magic. And Jeannie, it's just a matter of, it's probably pulling back of the trigger. Just as soon as, like, start that movement, just start the movement and then pull back on the trigger and just go back if you need more, go back if you need, you know, brighten it up a little bit. And just make it, if it comes out too bright, then you know that you're probably pulling back too hard on the trigger. That's what I would suggest. All right, now, believe it or not, I'm going to use natural blush by itself. So I'm going to take, I have 3 drops of the natural blush. The natural blush, we all know, and let me bring up our blushes. Let's see, here it is. This is all of our blushes. We have the soft rose, the tulip, and the natural, the apricot, and plum. And anybody can use any of those shades. Again, it has to do with the number of passes that you're doing to get the intensity that you want. I have to say that natural is probably the more natural one. But it doesn't, we like to say our blush blooms, and natural doesn't bloom as much. So you do have a little bit more wiggle room there. So I did use 3 drops. All right, Candy, you're doing it right. All right, so I just like, this one is natural, but it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. It is great mixed in with, add a little bit of color to my lids. It is great added in to pretty much anything, any blush. It looks amazing added in to the blush. I can even do it a little bit more. Kind of bringing it a little wider, maybe to work as like a contour blush with a little bit of a shimmer. But of course I can add some contour to it if I wanted to, you know, if I felt like, oh, I needed to warm it up a little bit. But again, if I wanted that natural look, not having a lot of makeup on, throw some eyeliner or just do mascara, and then you're good to go. I'm now going to put on Naked Tulip. Again, this is a matte pink. So it gets some pink into my skin. Am I doing it right? Yeah, Candy, if you can see it, yes. It should be very subtle. All right. And there we go. I am kind of digging this Naked Tulip. I forgot about it for a while. There's so much to really do and so much to check out with Luminous that sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I used to love that one, and then you forget about it, and then you have to add it again. And so thank you, Jeannie. Yeah, I really do like it. I mean, hello, we didn't even think about adding natural blush by itself. So yes, if you don't have natural blush, you need it because it's very versatile. You have a lot of uses for it. So it's a good one. It's a keeper. All right, guys. Hey, we're going to be back. Of course. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back at 4 for our last chat of this Wednesday. Hello, Amber. Good to see you. And yeah, we're going to have some fun at that 4 o'clock. We're going to do eyeshadow. We're going to do lashes. Hopefully I can get this. If there's a hair on my eye, I need to get that out. Yeah, we'll be ready for the 4. If there's anything, guys, that you want to see, any products or anything, let me know, because that's what we are here for. We want to help you. So reach out and let us know. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you back here at 4. All right. Bye for now.